When a person dies, the soul leaves the body, but the journey doesn't end there. As the people carry the body to the grave, the soul follows. It sees everything. It hears everything. It watches how people cry, how they wash the body, how they pray over it. But it cannot speak. It cannot move. Then, when the body is placed in the grave, and the people begin to cover it with sand, the soul returns, hovering close. The Prophet said, when the person is placed in the grave and his companions walk away, he hears the sound of their footsteps. At that moment, two angels come. Their names are Munkar and Nakir. Their appearance is beyond what the human eye can imagine, fierce, dark, and majestic. They make the newly buried person sit up. Then, the questioning begins. Who is your Lord? What is your religion? What do you say about the man who was sent among you? If the person was righteous, the answers come easily. My Lord is Allah. My religion is Islam. And the man is Muhammad. The angels look at each other and say, he has spoken the truth. Then a voice calls from the heavens. Prepare for him a place in paradise, and open for him a gate toward it. A cool breeze enters the grave. The smell of musk fills the air. The grave expands as far as the eye can see. And a man with a beautiful face and bright clothes appears, saying, rejoice in what awaits you, for this is the day you were promised. But for the one who disbelieved, the experience is completely different. When the angels arrive, they come with harshness. Their faces are frightening. Their voices shake the soul. They make the person sit up and ask the same questions. Who is your Lord? But the person cannot answer. The tongue freezes. The heart trembles. Then a voice calls from above, he has lied. Prepare for him a bed from hell, and open for him a gate toward it. The grave becomes tight, pressing from both sides until his ribs crush together. Heat and fire enter. A foul smell fills the air. And a man with a dark, ugly face appears, saying, this is the day you were warned about. The righteous one sleeps peacefully, while the wicked one's punishment continues, until the day of resurrection. For the believer, they will open before him a window to the fire. And he will see flames raging, the screams of those who denied their Lord. They will say to him, this would have been your place, had you disbelieved. He looks at it, and he feels a shiver run through his soul, realizing how easily he could have ended there, if not for the mercy of Allah. Then the angels close that window, and open another window, this time towards Jannah. A cool breeze flows through his grave. The scent of musk fills the air. He sees gardens beneath which rivers flow, palaces of light, and a peace that words cannot describe. And the angels will say, this is your place in paradise. Then his grave expands as far as his eyes can see. Light fills the darkness. And he will rest, peaceful, content, until the day he is raised again. The Prophet said, the grave of the believer will be made spacious for him, 70 cubits by 70 cubits, and filled with light. He will say, O Allah, hasten the hour, so that I may return to my family and my property in paradise. After the questioning in the grave, the believer is left alone, but he is not truly alone, because soon, his deeds begin to appear. The first to come is his prayer. It appears in the most beautiful form, a shining figure, radiant and calm, with a fragrance more pleasant than musk. It comes close to him and says, I am your prayer. You used to guard me carefully. You never abandoned me. And now, by the permission of Allah, I will guard you. Then it takes its place at his head, protecting him from that direction. Soon after, another beautiful figure appears, and stands to his right side. It says, I am your fasting. You felt hunger and thirst for the sake of Allah, and I will stand with you now. Then comes another, to his left. It says, I am your charity. You used to give in secret and in public, seeking no reward but from your Lord. And another appears, and settles at his feet. It says, I am your good deeds, your kindness, your remembrance of Allah, your patience, your honesty. Then the grave speaks, trying to close in from one direction. But each time it does, one of his deeds speaks out. Not from my side, for this man prayed. Not from here, for he fasted. Not this way, for he gave charity. Not from my direction, for he remembered Allah. And the grave stops. It cannot harm him. These deeds stay with him, not just once, but constantly. They visit him morning and night, bringing light, peace, and comfort. Each prayer he ever performed turns into a visit, like a loyal friend returning to check on him. Fajr comes at dawn with coolness and calm. Dia brings warmth and serenity. When the people leave and silence fills the grave, there will be no light, no fragrance, no comfort. Instead, there will be emptiness. The disbeliever, or the one who turned away from Allah, lies in the darkness of the grave. He waits, but nothing comes. Then, from a distance, he begins to see shapes moving toward him. But these are not beautiful faces, nor gentle voices. They are ugly, foul-smelling forms. Their faces dark. Their presence heavy and terrifying. He cries out, "Who are you? What do you want from me?" One of them steps forward and says, "I am your prayer." But its face is distorted, its voice harsh. "I am the Salah you abandoned. You used to sleep through Fajr. You delayed Deer until it was gone. You prayed without heart or humility. You treated me like a burden. And now, I will not protect you." Then another steps forward. "I am your fasting. But you used to mock me, break me without reason, and complain about hunger while others were patient." Another comes, "I am your charity. But you never gave when you could. You turned away from the poor. You mocked those who gave for Allah." And yet another approaches, "I am your good deeds. The ones you had the chance to do, but never cared for. The people you could have helped. The prayers you could have made. The Quran you could have recited. You turned away. And one by one, they all turn their backs. None of them stays. None stands by his head. None guards his right or left. None stands by his feet." He calls out to them, "Wait, don't leave me." But they vanish into the darkness, leaving him with nothing. Then, as the grave begins to close in, he feels the ground pressing from every side. He tries to move, but his ribs intertwine. He screams, but his voice doesn't escape. And when the angels of punishment approach, there is no one to say, "Not from my direction." There is no protection, no shield, no companion. Every prayer he missed now comes back, not as light, but as a memory that stabs his heart. Fajr whispers, "I came every morning, but you were asleep." Deer says, "I came in the middle of your day, but you were busy chasing the world." Ah says, "I called you before sunset, but you said, later." Maghrib says, "I came at the end of your day, but you never looked up from your screen." And Isha says, "I waited at night, but you said, I'm tired." Each one passes by him, not to comfort, but to remind. The Prophet said, "The prayer will be a light, a proof, and a salvation for those who guard it, but for those who neglect it, there will be no light, no proof, and no salvation." So in his grave, the one who neglected Salah finds no peace. Morning brings fear, afternoon brings regret, and night brings torment. Every deed he left undone becomes a shadow, and those shadows fill his grave with darkness. And when the believer's deeds used to visit him with peace, the disbeliever's sins come to visit him with pain. His arrogance visits him. His lies visit him. His gossip, his envy, his cruelty, all appear before him in twisted forms. He tries to push them away, but they close in from every direction. The Prophet said, "The grave is either a garden from the gardens of paradise, or a pit from the pits of hell." And this man's grave becomes a pit. He looks around and sees a window open for him, and from it comes the heat, the smoke, and the cries of hellfire. He is told, "This is your place, because you denied Allah, and turned away from the truth." So while the believer's deeds surround him like friends, the disbeliever's deeds abandon him completely. While the believer's Salah visits him in peace, the disbeliever's missed prayers visit him in regret. While the believer rests with light, the disbeliever lies in darkness, visited day and night by the consequences of his neglect. And he will wish, just once more chance, just one more prayer, one more act of kindness, one more moment to say astaghfirullah. But time is over. The record is sealed. The deeds he used to ignore have now become his greatest loss.